folks. This is Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I use she, her pronouns. I will be hosting the Pride Radio Group Knit, as usual. And without further ado, let's get started. As soon as my computer cooperates. Okay, come on. Is it going to cooperate? One moment. We have a problem. Okay, alright, I think I cleared it. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control operator. My pronouns are she, her. Hold on a minute. I think I forgot something. Yeah, I forgot to connect the VK2 RLT repeater. One moment. Alright, let's try that again. Hey everyone, welcome to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control operator. My pronouns are she, her. This net is a roundtable for general discussions and friendly chats. Please direct all calls through the net control station. We meet every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Before we begin, is there any emergency or priority traffic?
Yes, there is. Look at your microphone gain. I can hardly hear you, and I have my microphone up, my audio up full bore. It's not good.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. Alright, thank you for letting me know. I've turned myself up a bit. Hopefully this is better. Where was I?
Yes, that's a lot better, thank you. I'm down to half volume, which is good.
Oh, yes, here we go. Alright, I've found my script again. I lost my script for a moment. Okay, I lost it again. 1 second. Okay, here we go. If there is an emergency at any time, please let us know and we will assist you promptly. This net provides a safe place for members of the LGBTQ+ community and their allies to connect over the airwaves. It is open to all licensed amateur radio operators without the need for membership. We also welcome third-party traffic. Speaking of memberships, the Pride Radio Group fosters an inclusive environment for learning, experimenting, and enjoying radio communications. We encourage, promote, and support diversity within the wider radio community. We share our experiences and knowledge, celebrate Pride on the air, and welcome all individuals. To learn more about the Pride Radio Group, join us, and gain access to our Discord chat room, visit prideradio.group. Once again, that is prideradio.group. Or check out Victor Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf or Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf on QRZ. Membership is free and all are welcome, regardless of who you are and who you love, unless you harbor hatred towards us, of course. Woohoo! Someone's ready to check in before we're actually ready to take check-ins. Woohoo! Hang on a second, folks. Hang on. We'll get y'all checked in here in just a sec. This net is being relayed on the Pride Radio Network and its affiliated systems, including All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, YSF Reflector, WiresX, M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, Zello, Ham Shack Hotline, and Hams over IP. It is also streamed live on Broadcastify Icecast and my YouTube channel, which can be found by searching for my call sign, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. For information on how to connect to this network or access our Broadcastify and Icecast streams, visit prideradionetwork.com. Again, that is prideradionetwork.com. And you can also track and follow this net by downloading NetLogger for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS from netlogger.org. Once again, that is netlogger.org. NetLogger basically allows you to see a list of call signs that populate in real time, and it's pretty awesome. You should check it out. For Android and iPhone users, you may also download On Air Net Scraper instead. That is On Air Net Scraper. Now, before we start tonight's net, and before we take any check-ins, does anyone have news, announcements, or other items to share with the net and the Pride Radio Group?
VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray. I have a bit of an announcement.
Alright, go for it.
Phil VK, ZL2RO, speaking to him earlier on this morning, and he reminded me about a net that he's got going, which is the Digital Voice New Zealand net, which is on 0800 UTC Saturdays there for 8 p.m. New Zealand time Saturdays. So that's a new net that's started running. The details are in the Pride Radio Network. It's accessible via free DMR, All-Star, Ham Shack Hotline, I think, Peanut, etc. If anyone needs any further details about that net, I'm quite happy to let people know, but it's another net, but it's a worldwide net there. And also, this is more to you, Kimberly. Can you ping Phil ZL2RO on Discord, and can you let him know how you use NetLogger for the Pride Radio group with logging, etc., because he saw no facilities there for digital modes, so I'm not sure how to advise him besides you two making contact and you explaining to him how you use it for this net. But maybe if I say Phil's call sign enough, he might actually pop up this afternoon there. ZL2RO, if you're about there, just pop up and touch base with Kimberly. That's it from me there, Kimberly. VK5TUX, bring it back to KJ7RMO.
Alright, VK5TUX KJ7 returning. Alright, thanks for that announcement. It's always good to have, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's always good to know that we got other Pride Radio Group members starting up, and that's awesome. If I can, I'll try and make it. I'll ping Phil later with the NetLogger stuff. All right. Do we have any other news and announcements and other business before we take check-ins? Alrighty, hearing no response, we will now start taking check-ins. We'll get you checked in, Dale, here in just a sec. But first, I want to see if there are any mobile Sure on Time and in and out stations. So if any of you fall into those categories, all I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you'd like. This is KJ7OMO, and at this time I'm looking for mobile Sure on Time and in and out stations. Alright, hearing nothing from that crowd. Now we're gonna take check-ins from anybody. Anybody, anywhere. So, yeah, come on down. Key up your mic, spit out your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like, and we'll get you checked in. This is KJ7OMO, looking for check-ins now from anybody, anywhere, and I got Dale checked in. Brandy needs to work on her microphone issue. Alright, Kilo 1 Alpha Lima Foxtrot, we got you. Who else is out there?
Whiskey Bravo Zero, Victor Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright, I already know who that is. Okay. Alright, WB0 VHF, we got you. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list. Hey viewer, welcome to the live stream. Come on, folks, don't be shy. Pick up your mics and say hi. And, of course, spit out your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. I know there's other people out there, so, yeah, if you'd like to get yourself checked into the Pride Radio Group Net, come on down. Don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. Say hi to us. Alrighty, folks, we're still taking check-ins for the Pride Radio Group Net. If you'd like to check into the Pride Radio Group Net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked into the net. Okay, looks like that's all we're gonna get for the time being. If you're not able to check in via voice, you're welcome to check in via NetLogger. You can also check in via the YouTube live stream chat. If you're on WinLink, if you have WinLink access to WinLink, you could send me a WinLink message to my call sign, and I'll get you checked in that way. You can also email me your check-ins. My email is kj7omo@gmail.com, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar @gmail.com. If you're on Mastodon or anything else that is able to speak to Mastodon, you can also send me a message to @kj7omo @mastodon.radio, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar @mastodon.radio. Let's see, what else is out there? Of course, you can also, you can obviously, if you know my private social media links or even my phone number, you can check in through that as well. And if you're a scanner listener, shortwave listener, you haven't gotten your ham radio license yet, well, what are you doing? Start studying for your ham radio licenses and get your ticket, because you're missing out on a lot if you don't. With that out of the way, first one on the list, VK5TUX KJ7OMO. The mic is yours. Go ahead and take it.
KJ7 IMO in the group, VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray returning. Very good evening there to you, Kimberly, and everyone else on the net. Morning, afternoon, evening, whichever is applicable to your
I'm still waking up.
Not a lot happening here. Last week, had doctor's appointment, had an MRI scan on my noggin to find out why I'm having headaches. It's been over 3 weeks now of dealing with them. So at the moment I'm spending more time in bed than actually up and about doing things, which is rather annoying me at the moment there. So I actually missed the net last night there, the Digital Voice New Zealand net, and actually I got the details there. I think it was the third or fourth thing last night, but they're on free DMR, talk group 530, which is the New Zealand national one, XLX299 module B, Peanut radio, the XRF299-B, All Star 511781, and ham over IP with extension 35002, and that's every Saturday at 0800 UTC. So that one there, and Phil's the instigator of that, and I think he does a lot of the free DMR networking and what have you as well there in New Zealand, because, well, he's got access to a data centre and what have you. So, yeah, outside of that, yeah, haven't been doing a lot of radio, unfortunately. So I'm trying to minimise my RF to the noggin at the moment too, because I think to work on a lot of handhelds with. Yeah, I think to work on a lot of handhelds with digital modes, etc. So I'm not sure if it's excessive RF to the head, even though, you know, I am running low power, etc. Anyway, I'll put it back to you there, Kimberley. KJ7IMO in the group, VK5 Tango Uniform X-ray.
VK5 TUX KJ7 returning. Alright, not a problem. If you could type all that info down on Discord, that would be awesome. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention one other way folks can check into the net via the Skeds channel on Discord, on the Pride Radio Group Discord. That's another way people can check in. And oh shoot, KC3UEP apparently tried to check in, but it looks like D-Star's not working out for them. Alright, well, KC3UEP Peter, if you're still hearing me, try using a different connection method for the time being. But for your efforts, I'll award you with a check-in anyway. So KC3UEP will be checked in. Next station on the list is K1ALF from KJ7OMO. Go ahead and take it, Brandy. Forgive me, I'm still in the process of waking up. I woke up very late. Audio issues as usual. Alright, K1ALF, KJ7, returning. Unfortunately, I had to turn the radio up as high as it'll go so I could hear you. Unfortunately, it was just barely able to hear you, even with the volume all the way up. But I did got all that. Alright, no worries. Alright, well, I lost my train of thought, so we'll toss it over to WB0VHF from KJ7OMO. Oh my god. Woo! Sorry about that.
We'll give you me, Kimberly, the rest of the net. Evelyn, over here in Xenia, Ohio tonight instead of Bloomington, Minnesota, at Hamvention. Having a grand time here. Weather was much better today than it was yesterday, but spent a little bit of time indoors. We had a luncheon today at my RV. The transmitters met here. We had 5 of us present, including a couple of PRG members, Victoria, Sierra, and myself. I'm not sure if Chrissy is a member or not, and Lauren, I believe, is going to be applying to become a member. So had a grand chat. We were here for over an hour and a half just chatting away. So loads of fun there, and loads of fun at the rest of the Hamvention. Looking forward to wrapping up tomorrow and heading on back home. We'll fill in more later. WB0 VHF.
WB0VHF from KJ7, I'm returning. Well, that sounds like an awesome fun time. I wish I was able to make it over there to participate in that. Perhaps one day. I know there was a bunch of other online there was at least one, there was at least one other online Zoom meeting that I meant to join, but I totally missed it because, yeah, yours truly forgot all about it. Despite me letting them know that I was interested in making it, but yeah, oh well, it is what it is. Hopefully I'll catch the next one. Okay, I know Kilo Charlie 3 Uniform Echo Papa was having some issues checking in via D-Star, but we're gonna call that station anyway and see if we could hear them. KC3 UEP from KJ7 OMO, go ahead and take it away. That's if you can. Alright, well, it looks like they are not able to check in. So, we're going to move on to taking in additional check-ins for the Pride Radio Group Net. If you're out there and you're wanting to check into the net, all I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns too if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net.
Victor Kilo 3, Juliet Echo Delta. Victor Kilo 3, Juliet
Woohoo!
Echo
Finally!
Delta.
Finally! I was wondering where he went. Victor Kilo 3 Juliet Echo Delta. I was wondering where you are. Alright, we got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Alright, Tony, go ahead and take it away. VK3JED KJ7OMO. Hold on a second.
Yeah, g'day Kimberly and everyone else. Don't know.
Got a knock on the door.
Just got home. Yeah, we've had a slight seasonal change in training times. It's half an hour later, and instead of just making the net, I missed the start of it. So, yeah, here I am. And I'll probably, a lot of weeks I'll probably be this little bit late, although the next 2 weeks, I think next week, hard to say. I'm not sure whether I'll be late or not, and the week after I probably won't make it at all, but yeah, most Sundays, it is Sunday here of course, yeah, potentially late. I went to fire up the D-Star HT to try and see what the D-Star issue was, whether it was that station or my end. And got 2 flat batteries, so I'll have to troubleshoot that problem a little later. Anyway, I hope all's well. Yeah, I wonder how the lucky few that managed to make Hamvention are going over there in the States. It's going to stay on the bucket list for a while here, I think. Although it's not a hugely bad time of year, but yeah, it's just the sheer distance and cost involved as the killer. Anyway, hopefully I'm getting through KJ7RMO with the group VK3JD.
VK3JED from KJ7OMO returning. Sounds like you're busy as always. Unfortunately, I missed a lot of your audio because when I went to answer the door that was being knocked on, I accidentally stretched my headphone cable a little bit too far and it became disconnected. But at the same time, I was also had to. My mom also wanted to real quick talk to me about something, so yeah. Anyhow, yeah, it sounded like from the small bits and pieces of audio that I was able to hear, it sounds like you've been very busy, and anyhow, it's good hearing you on the net as always, and now we're gonna kick it back up to the top of the list. VK5TUX KJ7OMO, go ahead and take it.
And thank you for I'm not sure what was going on there. Thank you for the words from my local sponsor there. Very good afternoon to you there, Tony. Haven't heard you about for a while, but yeah, I haven't been on the radio either much myself either. I'm battling with health things here anyway, but yeah, we'll probably catch up on that later anyway, because everyone on the net's already heard that about that. Yeah, I forgot about Hamvention. Yeah, one of these days I'll get over there myself there and check it all out and see what the big hullabaloo is about it. Hi. Be a lot bigger than our ham radio conventions that we have over here. That is for sure. The only big events that I know that we have over here that bring in the international people, etc., is when we have Linux Conf. Well, actually, it's not Linux Conf anymore. With everything open, I think they call it now. So, and I think next year, if I remember correctly, 2025, I think it's going to be in Adelaide. So yeah, I will do my best to get along to that, etc. And yeah, that's one thing we have to get off our backsides and do there too, Tony, is work out the M17 stuff there and get proposal and what have you ready so that we can submit that and hopefully be able to put on a talk, etc. About M17 and what have you. So anyway, hopefully K1 ALS fix their audio, because yes, their audio gain is very, very, very low, and yeah, full volume struggling to hear. So I'll put it back to you there, Kimberly. KJ7, I'm in the group. VK5, Tango Uniform X-ray.
Okay, VK5TOX, KJ7, OMO returning. Okay. Yeah, you were not the only one struggling to hear her. I mean, even I was struggling to. She did say that she checked into other nets with the same setup, same settings and everything, and they were able to hear her fine, so I'm not sure what's going on. I might have to play around with the network settings later on. Deepen the configuration after the net is over, and we'll see if I could make further adjustments to the network's audio. At least I think I might have cleared the audio quality issues a little bit after I started up the MD380 emulator on the Fusion side of the network. So, yeah, well, I'll play around some more with the network later and see if I could get the audio issues sorted. But for right now, we're going to toss it back over to K1 ALF from KJ7 OMO. Alrighty, no problem. We'll get you checked out. Thanks for joining, and 7-3, and we look forward to hearing you again. Alright, next station, WB0 VHF from KJ7 OMO.
Okay, Kimberly. Well, now we'd certainly love if you could make it here to Hamvention one year. Understand that travel is an issue, and certainly for the VKZL folks, it's even more of an issue. So We do have some DX that show up here, but I can't imagine what their travel expenses are. I know what it is to get here from Minnesota, and that's a good chunk of change right there. No, it's been a fun time. We had a little bit of wet weather on the start of Friday, but that dried up. And people could get back outside to the flea market, but indoor was very crowded early on in the day on Friday. Haven't bought a whole lot down here. Of course, I didn't plan on buying a whole lot, so that's working out good. The temptations haven't been that good. Still have to go over and see what the new Flex radio is like, and what the new ICOM option is all about there and such. So there's a few new announcements that came up here. But, got another half day left to figure all that out, I guess. WB0 VHF.
WB0 VHF from KJ7 LML returning. You know you want to buy a new radio. I mean, there's this fancy new radio with your name on it, and it's just begging you to, dip into your wallet or bank account or whatever and just take it home. I'm just messing around. Yeah, I feel you with the, with the expenses and all that stuff. Yeah, buying radios is just too expensive at the moment. Why does a fun hobby have to be so darn expensive? Anyhow, VK3JED from KJ7 OMO. We'll toss it over to you, Tony.
Yeah, okay, Kimberly. And, radios are like that. They want to be adopted. And, I can imagine the temptation at invention. One year I'd really like to go, but I think it's a few years off yet at least. And, for Dale, you got the dates of anything open for next year. I'm already going to over to Adelaide once next year. So I've got to look at the logistics. I think got a feeling there's a risk of either a clash or a really things a bit too close together, which will make it quite difficult one way or another. But I'll know for sure when I've got the dates. I know my other dates for Adelaide, so we'll see how things go. Now that I know everything else, it's a bit easier to sort of see how it all ties together. Hopefully we can get that off the ground and do the co-presentation and that the logistics work out. At least Adelaide's relatively cheap to get to. The killer for me will be staying there. Unlike places like Sydney or Queensland, I don't have anywhere convenient to stay at reasonable price. Anyway, it's a chilly, overcast sort of day here. Sort of not super cold, but it's that very bone-chilling cold rather than a nice, crisp, frosty morning. Well, it's the middle of the day now anyway, but it's not that nice, crisp cold. It's the sort of damper, bone-chilling cold. I'll try that again. KJ7OMO with the group BK3JD.
VK3JED KJ7 OMO returning. Okie dokie. I don't have anything to say at the moment, so we'll we'll take a peek out there in Radio Land and see if we have any additional check-ins for the Pride Radio Group Net. If you'd like to check into the net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked in to the Pride Radio Group Net. This is KJ7OMO, and I'm looking for additional check-ins to the net. Alrighty, I saw someone briefly key up on the dashboard. We're gonna put another call out for check-ins to see if we have any additional check-ins for the Pride Radio Group Net. Please come now if you'd like to check in, and we'll get you added to the list. Alrighty. Doesn't look like we have any other check-ins, so we're going to toss it back up to VK5 TUX KJ7OMO.
KJ7RMO in the group, VK5 TUX returning. Tony, as far as I know, sometime January. No dates is set yet. As far as my friend knows, I just quizzed him whether he knew or not. He's working on some stuff at the moment, actually to do I think it's to do with that conference. He just goes to display dashboard for a conference. Oh, okay. Sorry, a bit vague here. That's what these bloody headaches are doing to me. I lose track of things more than I used to. Funny thing was, when I went and saw the doctor about it on Wednesday, I don't know if he was joking or whatever, but he was bouncing around the idea like jelly beans about a tumour, and I don't like things when things like that bounced around like jelly beans. Because the first thing that was going into my head was, I don't want someone cracking my head open like an egg and then getting in there with a knife and fork to get a tumour out. That's how I feel. You know, if you wonder why you are so bruised and battered when you come out of surgery sometimes, the doctors and surgeons are not gentle in any way. They're actually quite rough with you when you're on the surgery table. It's actually surprising, actually. Anyway, I'm not going to go on with that one anymore, but I'll put it back to you there anyway, Kimberly. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some more fresh blood here on the net. Hi. KJ7RMO in the group, VK5 TUX.
VK5TUX from KJ7 returning. Well, of course they're gonna be rough on you. They have, for that type of surgery, they have to work as fast as they can. Otherwise, yeah. Um, anyhow, well, not only fast as they can, but at the same time, they also have to be very careful. So, yeah, I'm surprised that. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure where I'm going, to be honest. I'm still waking up, so. Um, yeah, you have to forgive me if I say something, wrong or stupid. Or something that doesn't make sense, but, yeah, for some surgeries, they have to hurry up and get it done. Otherwise, yeah, you'll be in a lot of trouble. And for others, they have to be nice and gentle. There we go. And for some, they have to do a combination of both. Anyhow, enough of all that, because that's a little too gory. WB0VHFKJ7OMO, we'll toss it over to you.
Okay, Kimberly, and the rest of the net, my co-conspirator here for Hamvention has returned. He was at the 4 Days in May banquet tonight, the QRP Homebrew Kit Builders Group banquet. He just arrived, so I probably should check out, catch up with everything that went on with him today and fill him in with what happened here, and then get ready to crash for the night, because it's going to be a long day tomorrow between wrapping up Hamvention and then packing up and getting the RV rolling out of here for heading home. I'll try to check in next week. I'll see how that works from the racetrack. But thanks for running everything. Everyone have a great week. Evelyn, WB0 VHF.
WB0VHFKJ7, I'm returning. Alright, no problem. Well, I'm glad that you have fun and at the event, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll toss some 7.3s your way, and we're looking forward to hearing you next time. Hopefully you'll be able to make it. No worries if you can't. Okay, VK3JEDKJ7OMO, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, Kimberly. Well, yeah, I can't offer any comments on surgeries. I'm a bit of a stranger to that sort of thing. Yeah, been lucky in that respect. But yeah, as for the conference there, Dale, well, that's not sounding good. January, of course, falls within the first quarter of the year. That's my peak season, so yeah, it will be extremely difficult to get away. Yeah, it's not a good time of year, unless it's right in the first week or so. So yeah, on that corner might be easier. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, so yeah, not a great time of year, unfortunately. That's going to make it a real challenge. Because yeah, that's when my run of mostly important championship and other meets sort of really starts to get rolling, and that'll go through typically till the end of March. Yeah, so yeah, end of March typically, and then for 2025 there's a few weeks break, and then Nationals over there in Adelaide over Easter. So yeah, we'll have to gather information on things more exact. I'll know a little bit more around October, but if that's the dates they're talking about, it's not looking promising. KJ7OMO with the group VK3JD.
VK3 JED KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, Roger. Well, hopefully you'll get it all figured out and all that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it sounds like all the competition stuff sounds really fun and yeah, I wouldn't mind one of these days actually seeing these competitions happen. Perhaps someday if I'm able to make it all the way down in VK land. Anyways, we're at the bottom of the list again, so do we have anybody else out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked in to the Pride Radio Group Net. Okay then, we don't have any additional check-ins at this time, so we'll kick it back up to VK5TUX from KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO in group VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray. Returning, hang on, I'm just trying to find out here, Tony, because Gladstone was just last month, so I would expect Adelaide to be in April as well, to be quite honest with you. But I can't see any announcement being made, because generally they make an announcement about the next event at the current event, basically. So yeah, I can't see anything about it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one there. And when I go to try and go to the 2025 Everything Open website, I get a security error. So maybe the site's not active yet for me to get an idea of when it's going to be. But I'll keep on it, my friend there, because he goes to pretty much all the conferences, etc., no matter where they are in Australia and New Zealand, etc. So he's gone out to an IoT meet-up there. So, but yeah, over Easter I'll probably try and catch up with you either again or for the first time or what have you there, Tony. And yeah, come and watch one of your meets or what have you there. Probably be a fair bit of a trouble for me unless you're running out on the north side of town, which I doubt that. You'll probably be down in Glenelg or something like that there. Not sure where the tracks are here in Adelaide. Never a big runner. Anyway, I'm going to get the gong soon, so back to you there, Kimberley, KJ7, IMO, VK5, TUX.
VK5TUX from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, I heard your radio started going off, so yeah, you were about to bite the alligator or crocodile here very soon. Anyhow, we're going to toss it back up to VK3JED from KJ7OMO.
Yeah, okay, Kimberly. And yeah, I guess we'd probably better wind the net up soon, and we can sort of continue this on Discord at some stage, Dale. But yeah, I better sort of get back into whatever else is going to happen this afternoon. It's going to be an early evening, because I think it will. I've just betted that I did offer to do an extra work shift at 5:30 in the morning, which I don't mind. It's actually a good, reasonably good time for me. Yep. Okay, looks like that's all gone through. So yeah, just I'll check the rostering system later and have it confirmed. But yeah, I'll be off early in the morning tomorrow. Work first, and when I finish that, it's only for a few hours, I'm going to go and pick up some heavy things and put them down again, since that all happens at the same venue. Yeah, if you can, Dale, certainly try and nail down that date. Yeah, April will be a challenge, only because it's so close to an existing trip. And it's a high expense time of year, because I've also got to get, pay for my next full year. And I think the track's somewhere near the centre of the city. Yeah, so a bit of local 2-metre activity. So yeah, I think it's near the centre of Adelaide. Anyway, KJ7OMO with the group BK3JD.
VK3JED from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, I'm probably going to wind up winding the net down here shortly. Because I do, got some other things going on. But, anyhow, we'll see if we have anybody else out there that would like to make their presence known and say hi to us right here on the Pride Radio Group Net. If you'd like to check in to the Pride Radio Group Net, all I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. And you're also welcome to, let us know what your pronouns are too, if you want to. It's optional. Anyways, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the net.
November 4, November Yankee X-ray, Sarah here, and for the place again is November 4, November Yankee X-ray.
Excellent.
W1 DNF, Whiskey 1, Delta, November Sierra. Colin, PM.
Ha-ha! Well, when I threatened to close the net early, all of a sudden they all want to come out of the woodwork. So we'll keep the net running for a little while longer. We have a brief key up from the VK2 RLT repeater, but no audio. But we'll get to them here shortly. We have November 4, November Yankee X-ray, and we have Whiskey 1 Delta November Sierra. We got you both down. Do we have anybody else out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked into the net. Already hearing nothing. November 4, November Yankee X-ray from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. The mic is yours. Go ahead and take it. Welcome aboard. It's been a while.
Yeah, apologies for that. I've been finding all sorts of reasons to stay busy until, after sunset and after dusk, and, as the summer comes up, that gets later and later every week. Hi. For once, I actually kind of ended my day early, sat down with dinner, checked up on what I'm missing on the internet, and, found your comment saying that's still running, so figured I'd pop in since I happen to be here. Don't know that I have too much interesting news, but was at an equipment auction in our county today, and somebody managed to make off with a 40-foot Roan sort of tower. A little jealous of them, but I showed up late, and it was already, it already had its winner for the auction, so wasn't me who got that one for a steal, unfortunately, but hey, at least I got to have a little bit hands-on with tower section and feel how much weight they are, and I don't know, that's good for planning how I'll end up getting one of these days. Hi. We'll toss that back to net control in the group, and for NYX.
And for NYX from KJ7, OMO returning. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, sounds like you had some fun at the auction. Too bad that you showed up a little late to receive that, to bid on that tower. But, yeah, well, at least, somebody got to take it away for next to nothing. But, I lost my train of thought, so we're going to toss it over now to Whiskey 1 Delta November Sierra from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
All right then, I'm W1 at DNS, Colin from, let's see here, from Connecticut, United States. Yeah, see here, it's been a long time since I've checked in here. Yeah, see here, I just got home. Long day, unfortunately, in a good way though. See here, I finally got my DMR hotspot working enough. Let's see, TGIF. Yeah, see, I've done a lot of stuff on APRS and GitHub as of late. I finally got a bunch of HF equipment, except I found out I don't really have a good signal over here at home. So at this point, I'm trying to hook it up to my car. It's working moderately well. I tried it tonight, didn't really get anything. Yeah, see here, I'm back in that W1 DNS.
W1 DNS from KJ7 OMO returning. Alright, well, it's awesome that you got some HF equipment. Pretty cool. And, yeah, it sucks that you weren't able to get your antennas working very well, but, hey, at least, moderately working in a car is better than not working at all, eh? Yeah, for my HF setup, I very recently got myself a 20-foot tall fishing pole, which for those who use metric, that would be roughly 6.1 meters tall. So what I did was I found an old 20 and 40 meter fan dipole that I forgot I had. And it was just in my closet sitting there collecting dust. So I dug that thing out, Because, see, I was looking for something else in the closet, and I discovered the fan dipole, so I took that out and, got it all untangled from the mess of wires that were in there, and then I took one of the 40-meter elements and I wrapped it around the fishing pole, and I was able to wrap the entire element around the fishing pole. And then I took one of the 20-meter elements and I just strung it through the eyelets of the fishing pole where you would normally string the fishing line through. And then I secured that whole thing down, and then I stuck the antenna through the roof of an old abandoned home that my motorhome is parked right next to. And then for the other two elements of the dipole, I just let those two run on the ground, because I don't know where else to put them. And well, what do you know? I've been getting fantastic HF performance out of that, surprisingly. Because I didn't think that it would work, but nope, it worked. I'm able to get 20 and 40 meters, and I'm able to reach out there pretty good. Now, the only two problems that I have now are, A, the max my radio can do is 10 watts. I can't go any further than that because it's a QRP rig. And B, well, I still got a bit of RF in the shack to deal with. Ooh, I bit the alligator, or crocodile. But yeah, I still got a bit of RF in the shack I have to deal with. But anyhow, at least it's working. All right. We're gonna toss it back up to VK5TUX from KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO in the group. VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray returning. And evening to a couple of others that have joined us on the net there. It looks like Kimberly's going to have to keep plugging along with the net there for a little bit for now. I've lost my train of thought, etc. I was being amused by this guy in Adelaide here that built a underground bunker under his house in the 1980s, and it's been left abandoned. I wish I knew about this because I would have bought his house because I would have had a field day with the bunker. Apparently he ordered the big metal doors and everything like that, etc. And this is before the internet, etc. So, and preppers being a hobby instead of whatever. Anyway, so reading and checking out that, etc. So, towers, that's right. There's actually a guy in Adelaide here that's actually giving away 2 10-metre self-supporting towers here. Unfortunately, not all places in Adelaide will allow you to put up a freestanding 10-metre tower. They prefer that your tower be able to be wound up and wound down, etc. But because these are out from the country, the triangular type ones that have 4 bases on them and go up in a triangle shape, commonly they were used for TV antennas out in the country. Hang on, let me take another jump. So yeah, to get it moved, I know it's going to it'd be a silly idea, exporting them to the US anyway, but to even get them to be moved to here locally, you'd have to chop the towers down to be able to fit them on a trailer, unless you know someone with a semi-trailer that's quite happy to move them for you. But then you'd want everything built in place, already ready to be able to fit the tower straight on there. But yeah. Anyway, I'll put it back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7, I'm on the group VK5, Tango Uniform X-ray.
VK5TUX KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, I would agree that shipping an entire tower from Australia to the U.S. would be rather a silly thing to do, because the cost of freight would be astronomical. Because they'll have to take the entire tower sections and put them in a crate, and then they have to load it up to a boat, and then the boat will take, I don't know, maybe a couple months for it to move from Australia to the US, and then after that, Customs is going to want to have a field day with that, and might take another several more weeks before they'll get around to doing that. So yeah, it's better off that that tower stays in Australia. And as for the bunker, oh wow, yeah, too bad you missed out on that deal. So many possibilities with that bunker. Probably an underground command center of some sort, underground radio room. Another cool idea would probably to have a nice underground starship simulator using either the Artemis, I think it's called Artemis if I remember right, spaceship simulator, or even the empty Epsilon software for spaceship simulating, and just have like an entire a whole bunch of computers networked together in a LAN with an entire crew at their stations and all that stuff. Maybe even an underground holodeck of some sort. The possibilities are just endless with an underground bunker. Anyhow, VK3JED KJ7 OMO, I'll toss the microphone over to you.
Yeah, okay, the endless uses of an underground bunker, and there's some really good ideas in that. Yeah, perhaps you could fly the Starship Enterprise, at least in a simulated sense, using something like that. And yeah, you definitely would not want to ship a tower internationally. That's just absurd. Source it locally. Even going from Adelaide to say here, I think it can be done. As in, I think I'd have to get a permit, but I think it could be put up here. It would need a permit or two, and a fair bit of money thrown at the problem, and engineering reports and all of that sort of stuff to be able to do it, because it's above. Unless I cut a metre off it, it might need a bit less. I'd have to find that out. Yeah, I think at 9 metres might get away with a bit more. But yeah, it is like it'll need a lot of paperwork, even if you could get it here for reasonable costs. And yeah, Kimberly, you want to see watch me in action, well, there's some YouTube videos, so you don't have to travel. I can put a link up on Discord later, and you can watch to your heart's content. Oh, you can too, of course, Dale, but you'll at least get to see it live when I'm over there at Easter. Anyway, I'm going to make this a final. I'll check out of the net and say 7-3. And yeah, welcome to the couple of stations that have just joined us. And sounds like everyone's fairly busy. And yeah, HF in the car's not an option for me. I don't have a car, so I'm going to have to make it work at home, but I've still got to put the antenna together. End-fed half-wave should work reasonably well here, and I think I can fit a full-size, with a bit of bending, a full-size 80-metre one, which will cover all the bands. Anyway, on that note, 7-3 all, KJ 7 arm over the group, VK3JD, we'll check out.
VK3JED from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, sure, I'll happily take a look at the videos, though. I would love to, one of these days, make a trip down to Australia just so I could, see you live and also meet the other Pride Radio Group members from down there, but that ain't gonna happen for many years to come unless a miracle happens. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out with us, Tony, and I'll say 7-3 to you, and hopefully we'll hear you next time here on the Pride Radio Group Net. Or any time before, it don't matter. Alright, November 4, November Yankee X-Ray from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Go ahead and take the mic.
What's all this I hear about bunkers? Hi. Been joking over here that we're considering building a root cellar at some point, and I keep calling it the bomb shelter sarcastically, but, kind of serves both purposes. I mean, you've got your food stores right there, right? Hi. I suppose on the tower stuff, too, I do just hope that it went to somebody who wants to use it as a tower instead of disassembling it or repurposing it to not a tower purpose. But, unfortunately didn't catch who did run off with it, but I'm sure it was a steal. I do suppose one other fun thing from this week is that I did get the home server and stuff configured on lower energy, so that's kind of exciting and helps lower the bill a little bit. Anyway, we'll toss that back to net control in the group, November 4, November Yankee X-Ray.
Okie dokie. We're going to toss it over to W1DNS from KJ7OMO. Go ahead and take it. Whiskey 1 Delta November Sierra from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Okay, looks like he disappeared on us. Alright, we're at the bottom of the list, so who else is out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group Net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked in. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group Net. one more time, do we have any additional check-ins for the Pride Radio Group Net? Please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you checked in to the Pride Radio Group Net.
Bravo, Victor 5, Delta Juliet, PV5 DJ.
Alright, awesome sauce. Why does that call sign look familiar to me? I think I might have worked you at one point. Bravo, Victor 5, Delta Juliet. Welcome from all the way in Taiwan to here on the Pride Radio Group, on the Pride Radio Network. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. We got you checked in. Anybody else out there? Alright, doesn't seem like it. Bravo Victor 5, Delta Juliet, go ahead and take the mic. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like not much people are listening here. I was working on my All-Star Link, and it's running on a Pi 4 for about 3 or 5 years. 3, 4, 5 years. I don't recall. It's been working well, but this morning the Wi-Fi stopped working, and I have to disable Wi-Fi and move to wired up Ethernet. That's what I'm working on, and I happen to tune into to the net, so it must be the first time I check into this net. Okay, back to you.
Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Full copy there. Oh wow, it sucks that your Wi-Fi stopped working, but at least you got your All-Star node back up and running via wired Ethernet. You're sounding good, and full quieting, and welcome to the net. We hold this net every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time, and which would be 7 p.m. Arizona time, and probably around noon or 1 p.m. Australia. So, somewhere around there. But, welcome to the net again. It's good hearing you on here, and again, we do this every week, and we're a rag chew net, so we basically keep going and going until either all of us drop out, or yours truly, the net control operator, would would drop out. Alright, we'll get back with you here in just a moment, and we're going to toss it back to Victor Kilo 5 Tango Uniform X-Ray from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
KJ7IMO in the group. VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray returning, and greetings to Taiwanese station that's joined us. It's the same with these towers. I hope whoever ends up with them doesn't butcher them or what have you, because they are 10-metre freestanding one-piece tower. So like I said, if whoever moves them, unless they've got a city trailer, they're going to have to be cut down to fit onto a car trailer as such. There. Sorry to hear about the Taiwanese station having problems with Raspberry Pi there losing Wi-Fi. I've got my All-Star node, which is what I'm coming through at the moment, connected on a Raspberry Pi 3B+, and that's going via Ethernet anyway, due to the fact I have a armoured heatsink set up on the 3B+ there. So trying to use Wi-Fi on it wouldn't be a great idea, because the signal will be reduced anyway. That's one thing the Raspberry Pis actually need is a socket for external antennas when needed, because that would be very useful for when you're running full-size heat sinks, etc., on top and bottom. But anyway, I'm going to check out as well there, Kimberly. My headaches start to kick in there, so I'm going to rest my eyes and what have you to try and reduce it, because I don't want to be taking too many painkillers, etc., because otherwise they just end up doing diddly squat for it there. So, and we'll start beeping here. So, cheers 23 all. Back to you, Kimberly, KJ7RMO, VK5.
VK5TU X-ray from KJ7OMO returning. Well, unfortunately, you bit the croc. So, anyways, 7-3 to you, and thanks for hanging out. And we definitely look forward to hearing you on the net again. All right, November 4, November Yankee X-ray from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. We'll toss it back over to you.
Yeah, I might also join the opinion of wrapping up for the evening. Got my dinner done, and definitely eager to wrap up. It's been a long day. Been up early, and you know how it goes. Anyway, we'll toss it back to net control in the group and give everyone my 73 and for NYX.
Alrighty, N4 NYX from KJ7OMO returning 7-3 to you, and thanks for joining, and we'll catch you next time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and officially close the net here pretty quick like, but of course I'll stick around so that I could have a chat with the next station. Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wonder if somebody has the same problem as I have. I've been using this Pi 4 for a couple of years, and it's been really hot. And when I measure it, it constantly draw like 1 amp from the 5 volt. That means it's constantly 5 watts consuming. So that's way high. Even I have a very good heat sink and a big chunk of it, but it's still really hot. And I guess that's the reason why the Wi-Fi stopped working. Or there's something wrong with the Pi 4. I don't know. Any comments? Okay, back to you, Kilo Julia something OMO. This is Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet.
Yeah, I'll just jump in here a quick one there, Kimberly, before I turn off. BV5DJ, VK5TUX. The Pi 4s are renowned for running very hot, unfortunately, and they're also renowned for being very power hungry. If you're able to get your hands onto a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, you'll find that better suited for your All-Star link and for running any of your digital modes there with the digital hats that you put on there. So the 3B Pluses are still around, brand new. There's a supplier here in Australia that has them, so I'm still sourcing them from there as I need them. But yeah, or you could try to see what the Raspberry Pi 5 ones are. But for what we need them for, they're just overkill, basically on power consumption and heat and everything else. So my recommendation is get a 3B Plus there. Anyway, I'll put it back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7IMO, VK5TUX.
Okie dokie. I didn't know that the Pi 4s were were notorious for generating a lot of heat. And yeah, it is also strange why the Wi-Fi chip had suddenly failed on it. Makes me wonder if a capacitor failed or the chip itself failed and now it's just drawing a lot of current because there's a short in the Wi-Fi chip. I'm not sure. But we'll toss it back over to Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet from KJ7OMO.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, I do have a Pi 3A Plus, and it's running on for a SPX link, and it's been running stable for a couple of years. And recently set up the PostStart on Pi 4, since that one has been bought a few years ago, and then it's been sitting there because it's way too hot, and yeah, it's very power eager. So I don't want to use that. It's been sitting on the shelf for a couple of years until last year. I started to use a All-Star link on it. Yep. And I have a couple of portable devices, and it's running on Pi Zeros and Pi Zero 2W. That's been working good. And also the Pi Zero working is so cool. And then the Pi Zero 2W is also hot. Yeah, that's way overkill for the application like this. Well, yeah, thanks for the advice, and then I'll say 73 to the everyone on the net.
Yeah, sorry, I'll jump in quick again, Kimberly. Yeah, the Pi 20 Ws, etc., a little bit underperforming, especially for duplex hotspots and All-Star. Well, All-Star you actually need to run an adapter to do it, etc., because you need the two USB ports. But there's people out there that have done it with a single USB port. But all I can recommend is go with the 3B Plus Raspberry Pi there, if you can source them, and that will give you sort of next to fault-free operation there, because I've been running them for many years, doing hotspots, etc. So anyway, I'm out of here myself anyway, so cheers 73 all, and back to you there, Kimberly, to close up.
Alright, this is KJ7OMO returning. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and officially close the net, and then after that, we'll informally have a little chat if anybody on the network is interested. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do a formal closing of the net. But before we do that, let's take a peek out at Radioland to see if there are any additional stations wanting to real quick check in. This is KJ7OMO, and I'm going to take a final round for check-ins. This is the last call for check-ins because we are closing up for the evening here on the Pride Radio Group net. So if you'd like to check in, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list for a real quick check-in. Alrighty, hearing nothing, do we have any final comments from previously checked-in stations? Any final comments from previously checked-in stations? Alrighty, everyone. That concludes our net for today. Thank you all for participating and bringing fun to the airways. I would like to express gratitude to the Waverley Amateur Radio Society in Sydney, Australia, for allowing us to connect our network to their repeaters so that we could bring coverage into Sydney. And special thanks to VK3JED and VK2WAY for their contributions to the network, as well as the entire Pride Radio Group for making this net possible. I now release all frequencies, repeaters, and other systems back to the regular amateur use. Thank you once again, and 7-3 from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. This net is now closed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 check-ins, including yours truly. And now that the net is officially closed, I'm going to hang out here for a bit. Hey, Xanatex, welcome.
Kimberly, the Raspberry Pi 4s have been renowned for running too hot, etc., and for being power hungry, especially for amateur use. Basically, if you can get the 3B Plus, go with that. It's a nice solid medium. But yeah, the Raspberry Pi 4, you're crossing into, not a world of hurt, but, just overkill for our needs. And then the Raspberry Pi 5 I think that's just going to be another weld of overkill there. So that's the reason for that. I haven't been able to do any testing with Raspberry Pi 5 myself, but I have done testing with the 4s, and yeah, I've noted that they run hotter, and also like the other person, Taiwanese guy came in, said, you know, that yeah, they're a lot more power hungry, even with you know, doing basic stuff of just sitting there with a basic operating system on there, you know, with no desktop or anything like that. That just, yeah, use too much power. Back to you there, Kimberly. KJ7IMO, VK5, TUX.
VK5TUX, KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I mean, they did stuck a pretty powerful processor into the Pi 4s, and now the Pi 5s. Yeah, we're up to Pi 5 now. So yeah, they do eat up a lot of power for sure, and obviously a processor like that would also generate a lot of heat. I wonder if they make water cooling kits for the Raspberry Pi, so it would be cool if we can stick the Raspberry Pi on a water cooling thing. Maybe that would help. Either that or just a ridiculously huge air cooling thing. Just stick an ungodly large air cooler on there too. That might also help. I wonder if Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet is around. Kilo Juliet is still around. Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Oh yes, I'm still listening. Yeah, even it's noon time, I have to have lunch ready. Well, yeah, I'm sticking around for a while, and yeah, that Pi 4 is I wonder if there's a way to throttle down that the CPU eats a little, and that will cool it down. Because the CPU is way overkill for the application. I have a couple of portable All-Star nodes, and it's running on a Pi 02W, and it's also hot, but it's compared to Pi 4, it's way cooler. And I was put it into a power bank with two 18650 LiPo, and that's to make it portable. And it's been working well, but the temperature will oftenly went up to 60 something, even 70 Celsius. So yeah, I'm trying to find a way to throttle down the CPU and then make it cooler. Okay, back to you, KJ7OMO, BB5DJ, and thanks for the advice from VK Station.
Okay, dokie, yeah, roger that. I'm not sure if there's a way to throttle the CPU of the Pi 4. I think there is, but I'm not sure. I know the CPU will throttle itself if it gets dangerously hot. At least you'd think it would. Yeah, we'll have to do a little Google searching and find out if it's possible to throttle it. Guess, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I own a Pi 4 myself, and it seems to be running okay, but I've never checked the heat on it, so I don't know if it too is running hot. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's also running very hot. All right, VK5TUX KJ7OMO. What do you think? Back over to you.
There is a way to set your CPU cap. I'm trying to remember actually how to do it. It's not going to come to me directly right now. But yeah, there is a way to actually set your maximum throttle. No, hang on, that's laptop tools. You have to do a web search on that one, because my brain's trying to differentiate between Raspberry Pi and laptop, etc. Because I've done it on laptops before. Like I said, Raspberry Pi 4s that I've tested, etc. They all run hot. I've got one here that just sits here doing home assistant stuff, and that's in a aluminium case with a fan and everything inside of it, and it still runs hot. Even the actual case is warm on it. It's one of those argon cases, if you're familiar with that, which has got the big extruded aluminium thermal points on it for the CPU, etc. So, and the USB chip. So even that runs hot. So when I have a chance of reprieve from this headache, I'll have a dig around in there and see what's actually available in the. Actually, you'd probably be able to do it from the command line .txt file. I'd have a look at what options you can put in for there. I think it'd probably be in there, to be honest. Back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7IMO, VK5TUX.
This is KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, Roger. Well, I did a brief Google search here, and apparently there's a setting in config.txt in the boot directory that I think it's boot firmware config.txt, I'm not sure, but oh wait, yeah, it is according to what I'm reading here. Apparently if you set the Delta Victor Foxtrot Sierra flag to 1, it would allow the Raspberry Pi to be undervolted. Interesting. And then it goes on to explaining a bunch more technical jargon that I'll have to try and understand later, but yeah, I'm not sure if that alone would help or if other things will need to be done in order to make that happen. But yeah, I found that by just doing a quick Google search, and apparently it's on the official Raspberry Pi documentation. We'll toss it back over to Delta Victor 5. Sorry, Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, I wonder that the Hemvoid, the versions of the All-Star setting has been overclocked the CPU or something. I don't know. Yeah, it can be slowed down by the config setting. Yeah, I'll do some Google on that, and then maybe I can make it cooler. Okay. Thanks for the help, and I really have to go. And this is lunchtime. I have to get lunch ready. Okay. I'll talk to you guys next time. This is Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet.
Okay, Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, you're quite welcome. We're glad to help, and this network is available 24/7, so feel free to connect anytime and say hi to everybody on it. Yeah, we're on All-Star, Hams over IP, Ham Shack Hotline, Echolink, IROP, DMR, System Fusion, including the YSF reflector and the Yaesu's proprietary Wires X network. We're also on M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, and we also have a connection on Zello as well. So, yeah. All the information about our network can be found on the PrideRadioNetwork.com website, PrideRadioNetwork.com. Alrighty, well, I'm going to go ahead and step on out of here as well, because there's a few friends that invited me over to a video game session, so I'm going to go ahead and join them. I'll say 7-3 to you both, VK5TUX and BV5DJ, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be clear. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Yeah, no problems there, Kimberly. You take care. Enjoy your video game there. Thank you to the Taiwanese station there. Hope you enjoy your lunch and that. And certainly undervolting the CPU will reduce its power consumption, and in turn should reduce the amount of heat that it generates, etc. So, alrighty, cheers and 73 to you both. Take care in that, and we'll catch you further down the log there. I'm going to go clear myself. VK5TUX going clear of KJ7IMO and BV5DJ. Cheers all.
Oh, thank you. Before you go, can I have your call sign, VK something?
Yeah, no problems. The call sign this way is VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray, VK5 TUX.
Okay, VK5 TUX, BB5DJ, thanks again, and catch you next time.
Yep, no problems. Cheers and 73.
Alright, well, that was a fun little afternet party there. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Catch y'all later. 7-3 from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.